This tea's pretty good. What's good, everybody? It's Hukun again, and today is finally that day I record the video for the manga wishlist. The reason why I haven't recorded in a while is because I've been pretty sick, for the past 4 or 5 days now. I'm only now just starting to come back to myself. That's why I've been putting off recording this video. But I really wanted to record it because, well, obviously you can't have manga hauls 24/7 because that's a lot of moolah. So yeah, we're finally recording this video today and I'm pretty excited. I don't know if you guys noticed, you probably did. Behind me there is my new shelf. Yeah, this came in not too long ago. I built it, I rearranged my room a bit, and it looks amazing for the games and the manga. Put up a few figures on there, but that's not what this video is about. I'll probably do another collection update soon, maybe in June, like a half-year one, even though it hasn't been that long. But yeah, so we'll save that for another time. Today it's the manga wish list. Let me take another sip of this tea before we start. Okay, so there's 3 series right now that I'm close to completing that are already printed and available to buy whenever. That's No Guns Life. I need 3 more volumes for that, which is volume 9, 10, and 13, as well as Darling in the Franxx, the manga. I actually didn't show this in my collection. It was in my drawer, but I do have that as well, the omnibuses, volume 1 to 2 and 3 to 4. There's only 2 more for that, which is volume 5 to 6 and 7 to 8. I would like to get those as well, just to complete that. Yeah, so right now, those are the ones that are closest to being fully completed in my collection. I do want to make sure that next time I get a manga haul after the ones that still haven't arrived, I want those to be included a little bit in there. Alright, the next part is the ongoing manga that I'm currently collecting or want to collect. So series that are still being serialized right now. And I'm gonna just speed run through these pretty quickly. I've got my iPad out here with the list. Okay, Dandadan, Vinland Saga Deluxe Editions, Berserk Deluxe Editions, Kagurabachi, Goku Rakugai, Spy X Family, Frieren, and Nue's Exorcist. Nue's Exorcist is pretty new, and I'll kind of talk about that in my what did I read this month, because I'm saving that for later. It still hasn't been officially physically printed yet, but it is available digitally, and that's currently one thing I'm reading. Okay, so this is the completed manga, so manga that's already fully printed, all the volumes, and I'm also just going to speed run through these, the ones that I want to collect or have already started collecting. We have Soul Eater, the Perfect Edition, Call of the Night, only 2 volumes left for that. They're not out yet, but I am up to date on them. Hello World, Steins Gate, the Complete Edition, Chainsaw Man Part 1, not Part 2, because Part 2 is not finished. I only want to kind of own Part 1 right now. Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal Edition, Delicious in Dungeon, perhaps the box set, but that's really expensive here in Australia. Spice and Wolf, the manga, Death Note Black Edition, all of JoJo Part 3. There's 10 volumes for that, but I really want to collect Part 3. Steins Gate Zero, the manga, Gleipnir, and Dead Man's Wonderland. That's currently all the completed manga that I want to collect. I've got some manga written down for a potential collector. I'm still on the fence about it, but I might in the future. For now, they're just in the background of my list. So I'll go through a couple of these. Fire Punch is only 6 volumes, luckily, and I'm pretty sure they have a box set. I'm not sure, but if they do, that'd be sick. Even if they don't, it's only 6 volumes. It'll be a cool collection item. Black Clover, this series I've been thinking about ever since I finished the anime. It's been 2 years since I finished the anime, and man, I feel as time goes on, the more I end up appreciating my time with Black Clover. It's the anime hasn't gotten a new season in God knows how long. We don't even know if we're getting a season 5 yet, and the manga has gone into a monthly chapters. So it's super slow. The physicals barely get any new releases just because it's monthly now. So that's why I was thinking if I do collect it, even though there's a lot of volumes, I can take my time with catching up because they barely release new volumes. Kaiju number 8. This is a series that I was pretty excited for. It looked really interesting. It's pretty cool, man. What can I say? The characters interesting because the main character is actually not a high school kid, man. He's just a 30-40-year-old adult. Cool. It's a breath of fresh air, man. Yeah, so I've watched the anime, I enjoyed the anime, and I did read past the anime. I read up to like chapter 89 or something. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It's another one that I'm like thinking about collecting but not sure yet. One Piece. Oh man, I love One Piece. So I'm basically caught up on the anime, and I'm pretty close to being caught up on the manga. I like to let them build up both episodes and chapters. I would love to collect the manga and do like a complete start to finish reread and just experience it through the manga, because I was an anime watcher. I watched the entire anime and then read a bit of the manga once I was caught up, but I would really like to just experience it all over again through the manga. But it's so expensive just because of how many volumes there are, and the best way to collect it is through the box sets. And currently there's 4 box sets, but again, in Australia, like one box set for most series is like $250. It's not cheap, but that's something that, like, not even a potential, like that's something I want to collect in the future for sure. At least get like the first box set, and it'll be a start, right? 20th Century Boys. I've heard a lot about this. I'm pretty sure it's the same author for Vagabond. I might be wrong, but I've heard great things about 20th Century Boys, and that's another one that, like, you know, considering. Goodnight Pun Pun. This is I heard like one of the most depressing stories to read. One of my friends has read it, and I'm pretty sure he's rereading it right now. And he says it's like, dude, it's so fucked up how depressing it is. I don't know how depressing it'll be. I've read some pretty disturbing manga in the past, so we'll see. But that's one I am interested in, and it's only 7 volumes as well. So Blue Lock. Everybody knows what happened with Blue Lock. I watched the first season of Blue Lock, and dude, it was pretty good. I won't lie. I enjoyed it a lot. At first I was like, man, it's just soccer, like what are they gonna do? But the concept was pretty good, and the characters are cool as well. And then season 2 comes around. We were supposed to be like one of the most peak arcs so far in the story, and they completely butchered it with their slideshow PowerPoint presentation animation. That's a shame. So I didn't watch season 2. I watched like 1 episode. I was like, I'm good. But I heard the manga, like the art in the manga is like ridiculously good. Too good for like a soccer, like a sports manga. But I'm curious, you know, like I wouldn't mind reading it from the beginning. So I'm pretty sure they have a box set for like the first 6 volumes. I don't know, I'll check that out later. Claymore is something that I've never heard of this series at all before. It's a fantasy series. Only one of my friends recommended me this years ago, and I remembered it recently, and I brought it up to him. He said to watch the anime. He hasn't read the manga. He said the anime is like pretty good, like surprisingly good. So I would love to collect the box set for it, because it has a box set. But it's so ridiculously expensive, like other box sets. So in the meantime, I may watch the anime for that, but it is like a manga that I wouldn't mind collecting. Fun fact, fantasy is my favorite genre for anime manga, so I have a feeling I'll like Claymore. Gachi Akuta. Ooh, this is a new one, and it's behind the scenes is creating a lot of hype, and well deserved, man. I read like 40 chapters of this, and the art is amazing, man. It's so gritty, the world is so interesting, the power system is pretty cool as well. It's like, I haven't seen something like that too much. So the anime is coming out as well, and it looks like the animation studio is going to be doing a good job with it. So, you know, maybe Gachi Akuta could be a good like new ongoing series to collect as well. Fist of the North Star. I don't know if you know this, but I'm pretty sure JoJo was inspired by Fist of the North Star. It's a classic. It's just raw action battles with big muscly men. Like, what else can I say? I've seen the new hardcover versions of them. They look really clean in all white with like the blood splatters and stuff. The cover arts look really nice, and it's a story that I wouldn't mind checking out because it's pretty old, same like JoJo. So I'm more interested now in like the older manga and anime. Blam or Blame. This is another one that I've heard about, mainly because I'm pretty sure this was PewDiePie's favorite manga. I might be mistaken on that. But this one looks pretty interesting because it's like a sci-fi horror action thing. Yeah, this is, I don't know too much about it, but from what I have seen, it looked really cool. So I might need to check that out. And another random series that I found is called Helk. I don't really know what else to say. The covers looked interesting, so I might check it out. By the way, majority of what I'm like, all the manga I've listed, I'll have the covers up on screen, or like the anime covers, so you can see if you recognize it or not. Alright, so that was the manga wishlist video. I'm gonna be straight up, I didn't really know how to record this video. It's my first time doing this style of content like at all. I knew I wanted to talk about like what manga that I was interested in collecting and what I'm currently collecting and stuff, but I didn't know how in depth to go or like just brush over it. So some things, if I did brush over it and you wanted more information, sorry about that. I'm still learning this process. Man, we'll get better. We'll get better. I'll pump out more videos, and each time we're gonna get better. It's just like anime, man. That's so cringe, bro. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment. If there's any series that you'd want to see me collect or check out, definitely leave it below in the comments. Even if it's just like an anime or a manga, then 100% leave it down in the comments. I'll reply to a comment, I'll check it out, see if I'm interested. And moving forward, I definitely want to do some individual manga reviews. And also stay tuned for my end of the month, what did I read? Because I have been reading a couple things and I'd like to share my thoughts on them. Alright guys, peace.